What up, it's your boy Mac the Wise. So your home for sneakers and sports. So hey, let me go ahead and start off by saying this. Happy New Year. It is 2024. And I know we're already 12, 13 days, 14 days into the new year. But seeing as this is my first time communicating with you all, Happy New Year on behalf of your boy Mac the Wise. So anyway, your boy, we're back here. The NFL playoffs are underway. Yesterday, we had a slate of games. Well, actually, we only had 2 games. So I guess we're not going to really call that a slate. But anyway, we had 2 games to kick off the 2024 playoff season. Game 1, the Houston Texans versus the Cleveland Browns. And Cleveland, you're eliminated. And I hate to be, that guy. But Cleveland, this is what happens to Cleveland Browns football. But I will give you this. There's a little optimism moving forward, as you seem to have an elite defense led by Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, and you have your quarterback coming back next year. The whole Joe Flacco thing saving you guys. It is what it is. I mean, it was Joe Flacco. He was going to turn the ball over, and he did. That's what Joe Flacco does. Now, will Deshaun Watson come in and elevate Cleveland? To be honest with you, he hasn't shown that in his 1.5 years that he's actually played in Cleveland yet. So I don't know what's going to happen with all of that. Obviously, you're going to need your boy Nick Chubb back. He will definitely help Cleveland. There's optimism moving forward. However, you are in the AFC North. The AFC North is a very, very tough division. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Joe Burrow will be back. Pittsburgh will always be tough because it's Pittsburgh. And Cleveland, again, you're Cleveland. So, hey, I wish you guys all the best. But Houston, let me go ahead and just say this. The AFC, we have a problem. The Houston Texans are that problem. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, with DeMeco Ryans, he knows how to lead a team. You can see it. They play hard for that man. And to be completely honest with you, I'm a little sad he's not the coordinator in San Francisco anymore. But I'm happy for him that he's succeeding, taking a team that nobody thought was going to do anything this year. Keep that in mind. Houston was not predicted or projected to go anywhere this season. They were projected to be one of the worst teams again with a rookie quarterback, a rookie head coach, and they exceeded expectations by a lot. And DeMeco being a great leader has a lot to do with that. Also, CJ Stroud. AFC, again, you guys got a problem because in the next 2 to 3 years, Houston will be a title contender. And when I say the next 2 to 3 years, it might be next year and the years after that, because they might already be here. I don't expect them to go ahead and win the next round, but depending on the matchups, they could go to Baltimore if Buffalo does what they're supposed to do, because I don't think Pittsburgh's going to beat Buffalo, but nevertheless, I don't think they're going to get past the second round this time. However, it's not out of the possibility because DeMeco has that defense playing well. Will Anderson, Mr. Harris, DeMeco has them boys playing. Your boy Stingley Jr. playing corner. He's starting to finally live up to the expectations. And on offense, they're really without a couple weapons, man, because, they don't have Tank Dell. Nico Collins is balling. CJ Stroud is doing what he can do. And the AFC has a lot of young quarterbacks. Obviously, the guy up top right now is Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow. But you still got the guys of CJ Stroud. You still got Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, other quarterbacks. And those other quarterbacks, not named CJ Stroud, you might want to watch out. Because Mahomes is right here, right? But CJ might be coming for that title. And it's like Coach Prime said back in Colorado. You better get him now. Because if you don't get him now, you might not be able to get him in the future. And Houston might be title contenders for a while. Because as Joe Burrow says, Houston's window might be CJ Stroud's career. The way it's trending at this point, I'm a fan. I'm impressed. Houston, you have a lot going for you. Hopefully you don't lose your offensive coordinator, Mr. Slowick, to getting a head coaching gig, because that would put a little damper on the momentum, but we'll see. Now, as far as game 2 goes, the Miami Dolphins. Miami. Tua. Miami. Where do I start? To be honest with you, Miami was in a disadvantage playing in those elements, man. They're from Miami, obviously, warm weather city. They played in what they said the coldest game in NFL history yesterday. And it had to be because I just watched Patrick Mahomes' helmet crack, like literally crack and fall apart. By the way, the NFL referees, you guys are about to let him make another play with a broken helmet? I don't think that wouldn't have looked right. That just wouldn't have looked right. Nevertheless, Kansas City played good for the elements. I don't see Kansas City currently a Super Bowl contender, but with Pat Mahomes, man, anything is possible. Anything is possible with Pat Mahomes at quarterback. So they might have a chance. We'll see what happens next week. Keep in mind, this will be the first time next week Patrick Mahomes has played a road playoff game. I want you guys to think about that for a second. Patrick Mahomes has never played a road playoff game. That's crazy. That is crazy to think about. But Kansas City has a lot of issues that I'm unsure about what they really are, what they can really do. But back to Miami real quick. Coach McDaniel, I really like Coach McDaniel. I like their offense. Raheem Mostert, HN, Tyreek Hill, obviously Jalen Waddle. But Miami had a lot of injuries, man. This wasn't the complete Miami team. They had a lot of injuries on defense. And when I say injuries, I mean their starters, like key starters, Bradley Chubb, Baker, Howard at corner. They had a lot of missing pieces. Would that have made the difference in the elements? I don't really know. But Miami moving forward, will they be contenders in the AFC? Maybe. My question to you is it Tua? Does he limit Miami? Like, I don't know. Tua's had a couple, two really good years back to back, really solid years, but is he limiting them as far as being able to make plays outside of the system? And I'm not calling him a system quarterback. I mean, I guess it sounds like I am calling him a system quarterback, but I don't really mean it like that. Like, the whole game manager term Cam Newton threw out there has been taken as a negative thing, which I get because we do use it as a negative term. But I don't think he's necessarily a game manager. But I don't know if he's on that upper echelon of quarterbacks in the AFC. So, like CJ Stroud, the young guy, obviously I think he's better than Tua. I think a couple other quarterbacks are better than Tua and might have a better chance of surpassing Tua in the next couple of years, especially if Jim Harbaugh, which is rumored to interview down in Los Angeles with the Chargers. If Harbaugh takes that Chargers gig, I expect Justin Herbert to finally start taking that next step. After that rookie year, he had a great rookie year, but it's kind of been just even since then. If Harbaugh goes to the Chargers, that's going to take it up to the next level for Los Angeles, and the AFC might have more than just one problem coming. So look at that going forward. Kansas City, the fans, oh gosh. First of all, I commend you guys for staying and even watching that game. But the dancing thing, no, we're don't do that again. Like, really, don't do that again. Thankfully, they don't got any more home games left in the playoffs, so we won't have to worry about that. We got 2 more games today. The Cowboys versus Green Bay, the Detroit Lions versus the Los Angeles Rams. I will talk about those in my next video. I'll probably try to wrap that tonight, maybe tomorrow, and then we'll talk about the games on Monday. But my early predictions, I'm going to go Detroit. I like Detroit to beat the Rams. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a very good game tonight. As far as Green Bay and Dallas, you know who I'm rooting for. And you know who I'm not rooting for. I don't have to say anything else. I'm a 49er fan. We never root for Dallas. So whether they win or not, I could care less. But I'm not rooting for them. I hope Green Bay smacks them. I'm just being completely honest with you. Go Packers, go. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Anyway, hey, let me just go ahead and say this real quick. I need you guys to put the word out on the street. Hey, we back up, all right? Your boy Mac TheWiseSole, we back up. Let the block know, everybody, we back. Again, I thank you for all your patience for all this, the last year and a half. But hey, sneakers and sports, this is your home for it right here, all right? We'll go ahead, do some things moving forward. Get ready for some lives and all of that coming forward. Again, thank you for tuning in, tapping in on the video. Let me know what you guys think of the playoffs this weekend. Who you guys got winning games this weekend. Let me know in the comments below. Again, it's your boy Mac TheWiseSole. Don't forget, stay humble, stay hungry, stay wise. Also, don't forget, follow and subscribe for more.